All right, Shalom. Want to start by saying, call Allah, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kagadash. Double honors to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth in all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick. So, the inspiration of this video, I gotta make a shortcut. Well, I should charge my tablet while I do. But anyway, basically the inspiration of this video through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yashai is that I believe it was yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday that BB came to America. BB being the president of the Small Hats, president of Amalek, over there in our land, came over here to meet with Trump to talk about all the things they got going on as far as the whole thing with the wars with Gaza, Yemen, the Iran, the tariffs, I believe was even mentioned, and all that stuff, man. But when they were talking about it, it was because you had Trump talking about like relocating the Palestinians and doing basically making plans with that land. But I'm thinking the whole time, like, yeah, that land don't belong to none of y'all. It belongs to neither one of y'all. That's what's crazy about it. And that's how you know that these heathens, when Yahawashi comes back, they're gonna be in for a rude awakening. Because the world, as the world turns right now, the world believes that shit belongs to the Palestinians. And you have some that believe it belongs to the fucking Small Hats. But it doesn't belong to neither one of them. And I'm like, yo, that's so crazy because, like, yo, when the script, I'm gonna get it in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, but it specifically talks about how these heathens parted the Lord's land. And then also in Joel, the 3rd chapter, it talks about the war that the Lord is going to come and judge these heathens in that same chapter. And we always talk, I know I always bring out Joel, the 3rd chapter, starting from the 9th verse down to the 12th verse, but you got to think about the verses prior to that, man. The Lord is talking about these heathens and motherfucking recompensing them and how they took his land and took what belonged to him and his people. And right now you have these heathens, you have these Edomites, these Ishmaelites, and all these other nations, even these Elamites, all these other nations that's saying that, oh, we need to if it's not given to, I guess, the Palestinians, then they got to find a way to cohabitate. But really, where's that in the scripture where the Lord said that the children of Israel was going to cohabitate with another nation in the land of Israel? And that's what they've been doing for all these years. But I guess the Lord put the spirit on Amalek. Now they want to seize the whole land. And it's it's all regarding prophecy because why? The Lord said Idumea is going to be in that land. But you got to remember too, and it said that other nations are going to be in that land too. It said other nations part of the land. So I'm gonna get that real quick because it was basically based off what Trump was saying. And like the play, because they want to do stuff with the land. They said I forget what the fuck they want to call it, but basically they want to relocate. They said, oh yeah, that there's been countries that said they'll take in the Palestinians that leave that land. So Amalek can have it all to himself. That's not the Palestinians' lands, and that's not the fucking so-called Jay's land, man. That don't belong to neither one of y'all. Y'all both heathen nations. And the Lord said he was going to holler at you heathen nations for taking his land and parting his land and taking his goodly things. And I'm going to get it. Excuse me. So this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1, and it reads, I got to make this quick because my tablet is low on battery. So it says, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. That's what's about to happen now. Verse 2, it says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, the Lord judgment, Yahweh judgment. And ironically, in that land, that's where we have all this war stuff really brewing heavy. And it says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel. What? The descendants of Jacob. And it says, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And parted my land. So it says what? These other nations, Esau and these other nations said what? They parted my land. And for what they did to the actual children of Israel. Because remember, the Israel's a people before a place. That land belonged to a specific people who go by the name of Israel. And it's not those smarts over there right now, because if that was them, it said what? The nation shall learn war no more once the children of Israel went back to the land of Israel. Verse 3, and it says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. And they all, what? All these nations had a part in what? The transatlantic slave trade? That's right. You Ishmaelites that created the ships. Everybody had a part in our downfall, man. And now the Lord has come back to collect. Because the Lord said he has a controversy for Zion, man. Now is the time for a recompense, a payback. It says, verse 4, it says, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Now you go to Palestine back then and talk about the Philistines. But now who's in that land? Those Ishmaelites. But the Lord gonna get you Hamites too. You had also a part in helping these devils enslave us, man. So it's not just gonna be the so-called white man. It said all the nations. That's why he's gathering all you to destroy you, judge you, put you into slavery. He's not putting the children of Israel in slavery. We've done our time. Now it's your turn. Matter of fact, speaking of which, get a quick preset. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16, and it says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, who's our adversaries? All these other nations. It says, every one of them shall go into captivity. Every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. Who spoiled us? The Lord is talking about all you nations. You all spoiled us. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. You all prey upon the nation of Israel. Especially here in America, all you nations come here, you get businesses, and who's the number one supplier? Consumer. So-called minorities, so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, Native Americans. When you heathens come to America, you live better than the Israelites. Because why? This is not the land of your captivity. But the Lord said, you shall be devoured who devour us. You come to this land, especially you Moabites, so-called Chinese, Japanese, you come over here, you devour the children of Israel, you profit off of the children of Israel. The Lord has a controversy for that. It says, verse 17 of Jeremiah chapter 30, and it says, for I will restore health unto thee, and will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. And if you go into the NLT, it says, who no man cared for. See, these nations, they don't care. These nations, you don't hear it in history, in the time when these devils was kicking our ass over here in America and still are. You don't have these other nations come over there to try to help us. It said, for whom no man regardeth. Whom no man seeketh after. Remember, Deuteronomy 28:6-8 says, no man shall buy you. No, none of these heathens are going to redeem the nation of Israel. Why would they do that when they profit of us being at the bottom? But go back to Joel chapter 3. Okay, so yeah, Joel chapter 3, verse 4, it says, yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Because at one time, them Hamites was over there, them Philistines. And them Philistines at that time was fucking with us. But now, who's over there now? When you go think of Palestine, you don't think about the so-called Africans, you think about what? That these Arabs. But the Lord said, well, I'm going to gather all the nations, so it don't matter what land or who is where, when, what, and what. It said the people, and it said gather all nations. So it don't matter what part of the earth you in right now. If you're not of the nation of Israel, that's talking about you. So why do you think the Lord is having what's happening to the Palestinians happen right now? It said to those that part of my land, didn't you depart the land with Amalek for a time? And now Amalek, devil ass, he's just about to root you out. But at the end of the day, it don't belong to neither one of you. That's what people don't understand. That shit, not that shit, but that land of Israel, it belongs to the true children of Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the real Judah, the real Jerusalem, the real Yasharallah, the real princes of the power, the real chosen ones, the ones that's still in captivity. It says, will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? And that's what the Lord is about to do. And that's what he's doing. And it's only going to get worse for you heathens and 2/3 of our people. But all you heathens that's in our land, because damn near they got all you. They said they damn near got all the Gaza out, or the Palestinians. But at the end of the day, like I said, it don't belong to neither one of y'all. And the Lord eventually is going to root out you, Amalek, you, Idumea. It says, verse 5, it says, because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. So they even took our shit. Who that? Oh, it's B-Mo, Shalom. Carry on. It says, verse 6, it says, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. The Grecians. Hey, when you go back to you fast forward to the Greek Empire now, who's the Greek Empire? When you think of the Greek Empire, you think about these Edomites. And where's the children of Israel during the Greek Empire? And slavery. Greco-Roman Empire, these Edomites still. And who's the American Empire? These Edomites. Remove them far from their border, and we damn sure what in America we're far from our border. And who helped? Speaking of who helped the so-called white man? The so-called white man bring us over here. Them Ishmaelites, them Hamites. When they talk about, oh, your own people sold you into slavery, no, that was them Hamites. Those are not our people. Those are not of the descendants of Jacob. Remove them far from their border. That's how we got over here. We're very, very far from the land of Israel being in America. This is the whole other side of the planet. All right, but anyway, it says, verse 7, it says, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them. See, when we're scattered, but where's the majority of the Israelites at? In America, the North Country. And it says, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And that's what we get ready to witness. And starting with raising us up with the truth. Waking us up in the land of our captivity. That's right now. Now you got the name YAHAWASHI being uttered by his people. And now why you see what's happening right now? Now that the truth is out, now it's more things. Now the prophets is out here prophesying, been prophesying for over 60 years. And now look, we're in 2025, damn near World War III, the MOTB. Jacob's trouble, all that's right around the corner. You got America they said they got damn near like what? How many thousands of troops over there in the Middle East now? In case of a pending attack war with Iran. You got the whole thing with Russia and Ukraine. You got the U.S. Navy fighting the Houthis over there in the Red Sea. It's so much. It's like so much happening, and it's all pertaining to what? Biblical prophecy. Verse 8, and it says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, which are who? The so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, the so-called people you call the so-called black people on the earth. And it says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. All you nations, and what he say in Jeremiah 30? He said, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back to that. Because it ain't going to be like, oh, once YAHAWASHI comes back, and then, oh, yeah, he's just going to get the so-called white man. Like, no. All you nations, he said the day of the Lord is upon all the heathen. We think this war is getting ready. White think it's all the heathens in this war. Ain't no Israelite country that's getting ready for nuclear war. But we proclaimed it and said that y'all about to get into a nuclear war. Y'all about to fight in the third world. Y'all about to go into slavery. That's what, and that's a beautiful thing. So call all YAHAWASHI for that. But I'm reading that here. So Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee, all these nations, shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Who's going to give this? Who's going to give to a prey to? The children of Israel. Who's going to devour? The children of Israel under YAHAWASHI. Speaking of which, sister. So it's the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Now, who led who into captivity and who's about to go into captivity? Esau at the end of the world, Jacob the beginning of it that followeth. Where was Jacob at in Esau's world? In captivity, right? It says, verse 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, and that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're waiting for. Our patience and faith, we're waiting for Yahawashi to get these devils, get these heathens, get us up out of slavery, restore us, put us back to where we need to be, give us immortality, give us the earth, the fatness of the earth. But you know, it's a process, man. It's some other things that got to take place. You know, these devils still got to bring out the MOTB, and that's coming, man. That's coming, and that's why the best thing right now is to continue to prophesy. Obviously, feed the sheep, but as far as your own salvation, hey, pray for faith. Pray for your faith to be builded daily, man. Hey, hourly, every second, just think, remember, you think about it. It's like a prayer. The Lord said. What else is there? This world is fading away. This shit is over. Everything that was lovely, everything that was pleasant about this place, it no longer is lovely. It no longer is pleasant. Movies ain't fucking, sports ain't shit. Movies ain't shit. The music ain't shit. These women ain't shit. The fucking food ain't shit. The water ain't shit. This place is fucking hell. Always got to worry about, well, you got to worry about this. You got to worry about that. Subject to payments. You got to worry about your rent. You got to worry about this. You got to worry about your insurance. You got to worry about all that. You got to pay my phone bill. Oh, you got to do the fucking gas. And now with all these tariffs, life is going to get even harder. And that's Revelation 12 and 12. That cruel wrath. Matter of fact, so I'm in Revelation. Because that's another thing too. These devils, and this is all through the elites, these devils having this devil Trump, this lower level of the Edomites under the elites, they're having him bring on all this fucking, this hardships, man. Because these tariffs are going to hurt the regular people. And why is he doing it? And the question would be, why is he doing this? Why is this happening now? Because why he know if he had but a short time. So this is the book of Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, and it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath. Great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Who is that? Who is that? There's the number of a man, 666. Who is that man? Esau, Edom, the nation of Esau. That's who's ruling right now. And as the scripture said, for Esau at the end of the world, Jacob the beginning of it that followeth. Hold up. Speaking of which, because they want to run away from being the Edomites, right? So this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4. I'm sorry, verse 21, and it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Oh, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, right? It says that dwellest in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. Now, it's not talking about taking a drink or something. When they talk about that cup, it's symbolically talking about what? The cup shall pass unto thee, the same cup that we had to drink of, this captivity, this oppression, this vexation. The Lord said that you about to have to drink this cup. And he told, so rejoice and be glad. So you got these small hats, you got these Edomites, they rejoice and be glad. They thought America was about to be great again. Trump, it's funny, the Lord is cutting it short. Because even when this devil first got into office, the first thing he started doing was cutting all these government jobs. And who's the people that's protesting and getting mad about it? These Edomites. So that ties into what? 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter? The sedition among men. Now you got people, they said they got these people doing, I don't know if I can say the word, but basically like plots against Trump and Elon Musk to unalive them. They call them unalive culture. And these are Edomites. These are so-called white people. Talk about Trump this and Elon Musk that. Go all these what the fuck they call them? These meetings where basically the representative from the government of the representative that goes to government for that state, I believe it's in South Carolina, I forget the dude's name, but no, they would talk about all of the government firings and all that shit, and they was all mad. So you're a lie. You're lying. I got fired. All because of the Doge shit. The Department of Government Efficiency. Where all these people got fired. A lot of these Edomites got fired. All this DEI shit, cutting this, cutting that. And that's another thing too. The grinding shall cease. They want to get this AI shit going. They talk about in China. They talk about over there in China by September 1st of this year that the youngest children, like 6 years old, are gonna have to start taking AI classes, start learning AI. It said, yeah. So I'm reading that again. So this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 21. Now this goes to Trump. This goes to Elon Musk. It goes to all these Edomites, man. You elites. You all are the daughter of Edom. These lower level Edomites. You're Americans, you're Russians, you're Ukrainians, you're fucking Armenians, Turks, EUs, NATOs. You're all this all the daughter of Esau. The daughter of Edom. So it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. Means you're gonna get tore the hell up, man. You're gonna get reduced very low. Here it is, you at the top, you elite, you at the top. Thinking you hot shit because you still calling the shots? But who's calling the shots before you? YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. The Lord said, I work on the minds of the kings. All right? Verse 22 of Lamentations chapter 4, it says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So our punishment, our captivity is basically accomplished, O daughter of Zion, which is what? Synonymous with the nation of Israel, the children of Israel. And that's why you have all this war shit taking place. That's why you have all this chaos coming to Esau's kingdom, man. That's why you have all this dissension amongst the Edomites. This is all the tell sign to their end. Saints house be divided, how shall it stand? You got Edomites talking about unaliving Trump, Elon Musk, and all these other motherfuckers that's in that category. They should not regard their kings nor their princes. All right? And so, yeah, it says, the punishment of iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. This is it. No more. You ain't going to get us into captivity again. Ain't going to be no more slave ships. Ain't going to be no more chains. Ain't going to be no more penitentiaries with nation of Israel in it. We're no longer going to be your captives, man. The Lord is about to come back and redeem his people and deliver his people out of Egypt once again. Let my people go. He's about to let his people go. And then he said the cup also shall pass through unto thee. So not only is he going to deliver us, but then you're going to be the next, you're going to be captive, and the rest of you nations. But the Lord has specifically addressed the nation of Edom, because why? You're the nation that ruled the last over the children of Israel of the heathen. For which why he said, for Esau at the end of the world, Jacob the beginning of it that followeth. But continuing on, it said, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's what you have happening right now. Isaiah 47 chapter, your skirt shall be lifted. Now all your shit is being exposed, all your lies, all your deceit, all your secrets. And it's funny because you devils always talk about, oh, when you doing these interviews and having these meetings, you talk about, oh, I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to go into that. Why aren't you going into that? Why are you hiding shit? Because you're a fucking devil, man. Why are you not being straightforward and revealing everything that needs to be told to the people? Even that whole thing with BB and Trump, he would talk about something. He talked about, I'm not going to go into that. And that's a major thing with these fucking devils, man. Oh, I'm not even going to go into that. I can't even mention that. I can't even speak on that. Oh, I can't even speak. Everything's a fucking top secret. But the Lord is going to reveal. The Lord is going to discover. The Lord said he will discover thy sins. He's going to reveal you. He's revealing you every day. Just like he revealed how you small heads, you're not the real children of Israel. And that's not your land. But yeah, that was it though. So, with that, I had to cut it short, about to get back to work. But, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of Israel, a.k.a. the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. Shalom, 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 be more.